Greetings, cozy, moody, tenacious Cancer. My name is Eliane Nicole. I'm an astrologer and tarot card reader, and now I'm going to do the February 2021 forecast for the sign of Cancer. And I am trying something new this month, and I'm just going to do tarot overview, and I encourage you to follow me on Instagram at astrology.tarot.Eliane Nicole if you would like to know more about the planetary transits and astrology, or contact me directly for your own transit reading if you're interested in knowing more about how the planets are moving around in the February sky and how that may manifest in your life. But in the meantime, in between time, I think the tarot still offers a lot of very valuable information, and we can get to know these cards better together if I do it this way from now on. So to start with, I want to talk about the big themes. So that's the major arcana. And the major arcana in your reading are, you have one, and it's the Star. And the Star, it's reversed in your reading, but for your overview, I'm going to talk about it upright because that's what it means as the only major arcana in your whole reading. The Star is about faith. It's about higher consciousness. It's about enlightenment. It's about, trust in the divine order. So we will talk more about it when I get to that part of the reading where it's placed, but that's a big theme for the month. And you also have a couple of people who play significantly into this month. You have the Knight of Wands, who's a fiery guy. He could be an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius, or he could just be somebody who's super action-oriented. And you have the Knight of Swords, who is also a really, he's someone who wants to talk, to debate, perhaps, to share, exchange ideas. So those two men play prominently into the month for Cancer. But as we enter the month of Cancer, we see the Two of Wands reversed. So we see maybe there's a partnership on your mind. Perhaps a partnership isn't working out. You may not be seeing eye to eye with a partner, something like that. And you're covered by the Nine of Pentacles. So this is a card about money and finance and abundance and prosperity and financial independence. And you're crossed by the Knight of Wands, and here's that fiery fella, and it looks like he could be riding into the scene, the basis, the Ten of Swords. So swords correspond to the element of air. They have to do with our thoughts and words and ideas, and it looks like maybe you are either turning around your ideas about a situation that has been, a tough situation for you. Or it could be that you are getting over a tough situation, healing, recovering, regenerating, having a rebirth. What's leaving is the Two of Pentacles. So this is a time of weighing a decision. What could come into being is the Ten of Wands. So it looks like around mid-month you are carrying a heavy load, maybe a feeling of doing it all yourself. And what will come into being is the Knight of Swords. So also around mid-month we see a man. He could be an air sign like a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. But he could just be a man who's an intellectual guy or a wordy, talky, communicative type of guy. He plays prominently into the middle of the month. It looks like he is kind of writing in, maybe he's wanting to discuss finances, a partnership, financial independence, maybe something about the load you're carrying, maybe a contract or negotiation, maybe just an exchange of ideas. Your fears or insecurities are the Six of Pentacles. So this does have to do with a contract or negotiation. And if you aren't a person who's dealing with contracts, it could have to do with more of a practical negotiation between you and someone in your sphere. It could be about money, but it could just be about practical matters in general. And, you know, someone is in the position to, you know, maybe help someone else out financially or something like that. And there's a fear or an insecurity around that. Others see you, the Six of Swords. So others see you as going towards choppy emotional waters towards a calmer, more serene state. It could also be literally that people see you taking a short trip or journey. You have very positive feelings towards the end of the month by creating boundaries around family and security and residence and wealth. The Ten of Pentacles reversed. And then the outcome of February, at the end of the month, we see the Star reverse. So this looks like it's a time to trust yourself. You could be second guessing yourself. You could be having self-doubt, or maybe not self-doubt, but worrying that a situation isn't going to work out the way you want it to. And it's just a time to really trust in God's plan or trust in the higher order of the universe, whatever that is for you. And so that's the big tarot overview, but it does look like in many ways, you know, that you're coming to a completion of a cycle. You have 3 tens here. So the tens are very big for you in February. In general, I will say that February 1st, Venus enters Aquarius. February 11th is the new moon of Aquarius. February 17th, Saturn in Aquarius squares Uranus and Taurus. So there's all this Aquarian energy, especially in the first half of the month. It's really piling up. So it's very airy energy, you know, very much about ideas and concepts and words and thoughts and technology, science, the internet, the future. So all of that kind of stuff is really prominent in the first half of the month. Also, Mercury is retrograde in Aquarius for the first 3 weeks of the month. And then February 18th, the Sun enters Pisces. February 20th, Mercury goes direct. February 20th, Ceres also enters Aries. February 25th, Venus enters Pisces. February 26th, Jupiter trines the North Node. February 27th is the full moon in Virgo. So those are all the transits. If you want to know where they're happening in your chart and how that might express in your life and how to work with them in a really practical way so you can flourish and thrive in February, contact me for your own personal reading. Also, you can follow me on Instagram at astrology.tarot.Eliane Nicole, where I will also be doing some posts about astrology and the planets as it's unfolding. So thank you so much, Cancer, for joining me. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Please share this video with other Cancers that you know, and please hit the notification button so you're notified when I post videos. And thank you so much for joining me, and have a wonderful, wonderful February.